My name is Evo, one of the Game Masters and host for the upcoming event of PHF Fridays. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you a detailed yet simple explanation about the upcoming event and what to look forward to in the coming days. So without further ado, let's get started. So what is PHF Fridays? PHF Fridays is this upcoming event that me, Ford, and our owner, Rod, has been planning for quite some time now. And of course, recently we have done a sort of beta test and dry run of the event, and it has proven to be successful enough. With this, we have done some changes, which of course I'll be posting about in the Discord real soon. So, let's get into it. PHF Fridays is not going to be hosted in the PH Frontiers server. Instead, this will be hosted in a third-party server called Hive, as you may have known it, and this will be using the custom servers feature where we can be creating our own custom games which will be played in different mini games that are being hosted by Hive. So, PH Fridays is of course a duos tournament. Duos meaning you'll be playing in teams of two, and these teams of two will be fighting out in these different mini games, but of course it's different point systems, and whoever is the victor will be of course placed in the leaderboards. Prices will be of course determined sooner, but we are going to be holding on to using leaderboards first as our mode of congratulating the victors. So PH Fridays is of course open to all members of the PH Frontiers community. That doesn't include not only the people from the server, but of course our members as well from different games if they want to join. PH Fridays was our way of creating the sort of game night where PH Fridays will be our event for Friday. The Clan Wars, which is of course the most anticipated event in PH Frontiers, will be held on Saturday, and any other events like the PvP tournament will be held on Sundays, creating this sort of 3-day event for our players to enjoy. Announcement of teams will be held a day earlier than the event so that people can and their duos can do some sort of practice and can make themselves ready for the next part of the events. The following games to be played are the following: Sky Wars, Survival Games, Block Drop, Treasure Wars, Death Run, and Just Build. Now, here's our point system for the following games that will be played in PH Fridays. Note that these can be subject to change at any moment, as if our way of balancing the scores if ever there should be some sort of balancing issue regarding to the point system. So here are the following. In Sky Wars, there will be the following point system. So of course you know what Sky Wars is. Sky Wars is a game about getting resources in your island using the different ores, putting to the other side, and of course going to the middle and getting more stuff and fighting it out until a victor is crowned. In Sky Wars, the following point system are as follows: 2 points for kills and 6 points for the victory. Next is Death Run. Death Run is a sort of running and parkour game which focuses more on running towards the different challenges or sort of parkour challenges that has been laid out on the track, and of course we'll be crowning the first top 3 finishers and of course those that have completed the race. The point system of here is first place gets 6 points, the second place gets 4 points, third place gets 3 points, and if you complete the race, you'll be awarded with 2 points. Survival games, an old classic. If you've ever heard of the Hunger Games, that is basically what it is. You'll be starting in the middle, or so-called the cornucopia, running towards the forward to get chests or items, or running toward the other part of the island to get other points of chests for loot. After that, the last 4 will be held into a death match, where they'll be fighting to the death until a victor is crowned. So, in survival games, here are the point system: 2 points for kills and 6 points for victory. Now let's move on to Just Build. Just Build is, of course, a creative game where you'll be given a theme to build or a topic to be built upon, and you have the whole choices of the creative menu from Minecraft in order to build a substantial build that applies to the theme. So, after the building process has been completed, voting will begin, and there's a bunch of rules about this, but I'll be discussing this later. So, in Just Build, the following point system are as follows. First place gets 7 points, second place gets 5 points, third place gets 4 points, and if you make a build, that is 2 points. Next is Block Drop. Block Drop is sort of like TNT Run, if you have ever heard of it, where basically the ground that you stand on breaks every second, and you have to be the last person standing to win. Here's the point systems for Block Drop. First place gets 6 points, second place gets 4 points, third place gets 3 points, and if you unfortunately die, don't worry, you will get 1 point for it. Last but not the least is Treasure Wars. Treasure Wars is Hive's form of Bed Wars, where you'll be protecting your bed, aka a treasure, and of course bridging to other islands to get resources such as diamonds and emeralds, and of course with your own spawner at spawn. And of course, you have to protect it at best, destroy other people's treasures, and be crowned the victor. Here are the following point system for Treasure Wars. 1 point for regular kill, 2 points for final kill, or when you finally end the person, 3 points for treasure break, and 7 points for victory. Here are some rules to be held in PH Fridays. Note that there is no such as teaming between different duos, that is illegal and that is bannable. Our other rules include not voting red or meh in Just Build. That is a form of disrespect towards your opponents. Just vote fairly with them. And lastly, any form of cheating, which is pretty rare, but any form of cheating will be result in disqualification in the match and possible action to be done to you in our other PH Frontier servers. There is a guide in Just Build where the other types of colors or other forms of voting are there, so you can check it out in Discord if you want to know more about how to vote fairly for your different opponents here in the PH Fridays. Note that as part of the duos, you must be always active on Discord to perform some sort of communication between you and your other duo so that you can succeed in the games. 16 players or 8 teams of duos will be allowed in the event. And before the games begin, voting will take place on which order of games would you like to be played. And this order is important because now we're going to be discussing about multipliers. So what are multipliers? Multipliers is used as a form of adding on to points, and as the games progresses, the point system and of course the multipliers will expand, which means that those that are being caught in last place will have a chance of going back if the game is played in the later stages of the event. Here are the multipliers for each game. So, for the first game, we'll have only times 1 multiplier. In the second and third game, we will have times 1.5 multiplier. The fourth game will have times 1.75 multiplier. In the fifth game, we will have a times 2 multiplier, and in the last game or sixth game, we will have a times 2.5 multiplier. So what this means is, if you're going to be playing your favorite games, you should always be playing them in the later stages of the game, in the voting stages, in order for you to get more points whilst playing your game. An example of this is, if I'm good in a game called Block Drop, I will be putting Block Drop in my last, in part of the voting system of the PH Fridays, and of course being discussed with your duo on the what games do you think are better for you and your duo, or what games do you think are worse. And that is it. My detailed yet simple explanation of what PH Fridays is all about. I hope you guys are very excited for this event. I'm super proud about what this whole event has come into fruition, and I hope many of you guys join and be a part of history. So, I'll be leaving the registration link in my Discord post in the following days. And I hope to see you guys in PH Fridays. See you soon.